Hello everybody, I do apologize about the video quality here. I'm doing this on my phone. I still don't have majority of my stuff that I usually have, so laptops and stuff like that. I had the cameras, but no laptops unfortunately, so I originally had a plan to go get it this weekend. I'm recording this on a Monday, and unfortunately things have not worked out quite that way. So I have been in Tunnel Hill, Georgia, since about Friday, and unfortunately, I had to get a windshield replaced. A lot of things that I've been having to get fixed on this truck. The first thing that I kind of fixed was my inverter. I think they had to do some rewiring. Maybe some of the original wiring got, corroded or it broke somehow. What I was seeing them doing, they had, on Freightliners, or I think, on a lot of the newer trucks, you had the ability to take off the side panels, and they were taking those off, taking the backs off, so they were obviously doing some rewiring or, trying to figure out, what was going on with that, but that was fixed. Got to Tunnel Hill, Georgia, and they had to do, they fixed a knock sensor, which wasn't the biggest deal. I was able to go to a couple of days, with that. It wasn't really affecting very much when it came to the truck, but for what I've read and seen, it can, it can reduce, engine and stuff like that. The engine kind of goes into safe mode, but, I haven't really noticed very much of a difference, so, that probably wasn't too big of a deal, but I got that fixed, and I had to get a windshield fix. There was quite a bit of a crack in it. Actually, it was, a pretty, like, a rainbow style, like, type crack, and it was, like, pretty large, so, it had to be fixed, so I had to wait, till Monday, to get it fixed, which it is fixed now, thankfully, but I am currently waiting on the shop, to come, put me in, so I want to get the inverter checked out, because it kind of has, I notice it kind of starts to shut things down. They told me that it has to be reprogrammed. If it's not programmed correctly with the truck, it starts to act kind of weird, and it seems like it has. It starts to, reduce on power, and, to the point to where it starts shutting things down in the truck, certain outlets and stuff like that. That's just mainly, about, what it is, when it comes to that. There's certain things will run, which I'm very happy that the certain things run is, what I kind of, really need. There's one 12-volt outlet that will run, and the TV outlets, that will run as well. I have two regular plug-ins. One is by the microwave. I'll show you that in a minute. And one is underneath my feet here on the bunk, so I'll show you that in a minute. But I just sort of had to figure that out, so I'm probably gonna think about waiting on that, because it's working, just fine. If I had to get up and start the truck when I'm using stuff, it is what it is. Not the biggest deal, but that's kind of what's been going on the truck side of things here. So unfortunately, I will not be able to make it this weekend to get my stuff. It's not going to happen. But I did put in some home time next week, assuming I've been out, it's been since around Labor Day weekend, stuff like that is when I went. I think I went Wednesday after Labor Day weekend, so I've been out for a while, without any home time, so that'd be really nice. I can, finally get some of my stuff, but while I've been waiting for, kind of, things to move along here, I went ahead and got a couple of things for the truck. One was a new TV. Know some of you were wondering, I did have another TV when I worked for USA Truck. Unfortunately, I did not realize I didn't have my tools with me. It was very late at night and I could not get the screws undone for the mount, so unfortunately I had to just leave it. It really sucked, but honestly though, I like this TV better that I just bought. The problem that I had with the old one mainly was just the sound. The sound was not all that great, especially when the truck was running. You can barely hear anything, versus with this TV, it's, crystal clear. It's turned up halfway and it is super loud, which I'm very happy with. But the only problem is I'd have to figure out right now is I have to get a TV mount for it. I don't know if they would have one yet. I highly doubt it. I'm probably just going to have to buy another one. But the mount that they currently have, I can just add the TV mount. I can just probably buy one at like Walmart or something like that and attach it to this mount. I'm not sure, kind of what that looks like here in a minute. Just a lot of stuff that needs to be done. Hopefully I can find something that works for that. Right now I'm having to put it on a table. It's kind of on top of my fridge pretty much. And when I am rolling or something like that, I will, stuff underneath the bed or, something like that. Try to figure something out so where, it won't move, it won't fall on the floor and break or something like that. But I'm going to show you guys around the truck here. And I'm going to switch the cameras here and stuff like that. So I'll be right back with you guys. Alrighty guys, I am back here. So don't mind all the mess here. I'm still working on a bunch of stuff, but this is the truck here. Try to go out as much as possible. This camera has not the greatest zoom on it, so I do apologize. Things look really close. But so I got a microwave. There's some of you wondering about the tape. I am like very sensitive to like certain amount of light when it comes to sleep and stuff like that. So like on the TV that's fine, but this I was finding was way too bright. So but the tape, you can still see it, but it just removes the amount of light, so I can sleep a lot easier. But yeah, this is the TV here. This is a 32-inch on TV. It's a Roku TV, so very happy with it. So this is kind of the TV mount. Let me go and turn on some lights for you guys. So this is the TV mount that I was talking about. Theoretically, I should be able to get like a regular wall mount and attach it to this. And I saw on YouTube what a guy was able to manage to do this. Just put a extended big old mount TV for this, and I think that'll work really well. So that's what I'm planning on doing with that. So hopefully that goes as well as I'm hoping. But up here we have the outlets here to microwave and the TV. What I've been doing here lately is when I'm moving down the road, what I'm actually going to try to do, there's a big old gap here that's big enough for the TV. I don't know where that came from. Probably fell when I was moving down the road or something like that and just forgot about it. Not a pee bottle, by the way. I don't do that. I absolutely despise that. I just hate it. So I don't do that. I just go in and use the bathroom. But yeah, I'm gonna put my TV down here, and for what I was able to experience and whatnot, it seemed to hold pretty well. So I think that will work for now. When I just want to watch TV, just put it on top of the fridge here. But when it comes to the fridge, so I do have a couple of things in the fridge. Some Pepsi that I'm starting to run low on, some apple juice, some like got ham and cheese, some ketchup. I have a lot of stuff that I need to work on here. But it's just about as much food as I can get. I have a small freezer which works. Interesting thing when it comes to fridge though, this company, Variant and US Express, they're kind of going away with it. So the new trucks, they don't have the fridges. I don't know what that was, but I have no clue. It didn't sound good though. But yeah, when it comes to the fridges, they're slowly going away with them. Only really the old trucks have them unless somebody stole them. But I'm very lucky that I was the lucky one to have a fridge. So I really like that because I don't have to eat in truck stops. I can eat relatively healthy and whatnot. Fast food tends to for one, it tends not to be that great anymore. You start just losing interest in it after eating a while, and as I said, it's not really healthy. So very happy I can start eating the truck again, because this is something that I really missed. Seriously had fridges in their trucks. USA Truck didn't, and I absolutely hated it. So moving on here, we get up here. I have trash bags, some junk. I have a headset that I bought here. I just got the box just in case. That's pretty much all that's up there, is just trash bags and whatnot. So up here I have truck stuff pretty much. So this is just manuals and all this stuff up here. Up here I have a permit book and stuff like that for the truck, like registration and permits and all that stuff. This is a charging cable for my headphones and for my CB. When it came to the CB, it's sitting right here. I need a mic extender. I have one of these at home that I can attach to this, and it allow me just to hang my mic down here, but I don't have one of those right now. And so like I said, most of my stuff is at home. This is laying up to a speaker that goes into this so I can hear it a lot better. Because with this stuff in here and stuff like that, sound is really reduced. So I know some of you are wondering how I'm powering this. So I have a 12-volt adapter that I bought with this so I can power the CB. A little bit too long. I like to have it on the top one here, but it's all able to get power. Like somebody, maybe a shipper nearby using the CB, but because I'm wondering why I need this to power it. Well, I don't know if I can really show you this, probably way back here. But so this is the power connectors. Somebody has broken this, and I can't not do anything with this. Someone tried to shrink wrap it and stuff like that. And yeah, this is broken. I cannot use this. I've tried. I even try to use some, just regular electric tape and try to wrap around the wires. This does work, but I can't plug it in. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. So I just went ahead and with the carport adapter and just went with that. So that's kind of what I have to go with right now. So moving on here, up here, I have pretty much nothing. I have no idea what this is. It's nothing in mine. Up here, I have my camera and my hat mount. The camera's in that suitcase up there, I do believe. But can't really do anything with them. I couldn't pull videos off it or whatnot. I could use the GoPro app, but man, that takes a lot of storage on your phone and stuff like that. It is kind of a nightmare. So maybe look in that, I don't know. Up here I have, well, these are what we use to get paid pretty much. This is kind of your TransFlow sheets. We don't use actually TransFlow. We have an app for that, and we just scan all our pages. You know, and I think, you know, that's what a lot of companies are doing nowadays, like USA Truck. We didn't use the sheets like that. We just scanned in all our paperwork, you know, through an app, which is actually kind of the same app that we use. But, you know, theoretically, you know, I think that's what's going to happen with TransFlow, because, you know, I think, you know, I would believe that it would be a subscription for at least the companies to use. So I think that's slowly starting to go away. But I don't know. Just what I've been experiencing with on the past couple of days. Up here, I keep all my past bills for loads and stuff like that. You know, I really need to get my organizer back, which is, of course, you know, at home. So, but I will. Actually, I don't even know if I still have that thing. I think I do, but I have no clue. But up here, is where I keep my clothes bag and stuff like that in there. That's pretty much all that's in there. Up here, of course, I have the suitcase that I brought with me. That had my bare minimals in it. And I have a couple boxes for like the microwave and stuff like that that needs to be thrown away, but I don't know where to put it yet. In here I have a bunch of food and supplies. I'm still working on this a little bit, try to organize this a little bit more. So yeah, this is pretty much just, you know, bread, some food and whatnot. So pretty much all that's in there. In here, I have like a sheet, I have water, a shirt that needs to go back. I'm still kind of working on that. I want to get like hampers and like that, just a little process. But I had sandals that I used for the airplane that I had a family member recommend to me, which I absolutely hated. I did not like wearing flip-flops. But here in this top drawer, I have some knick-knack stuff, just random stuff. I have a couple pens, medicine, deodorant, all that stuff. Like I said, I'm still working on organizing all this stuff here. But that's pretty much all that I have so far. You guys probably see, you know, that, like I said, I had the bare minimal of what I actually need right now. This is like probably under half of my stuff, so it really does suck. But moving on here, I know you guys are probably wondering about this here. So this is how we do hours of service, messaging and stuff like that. Right now, I have, when it comes to DPSs, which virtually I left that at home. So I've been using the company's GPS, which is Copilot. I really don't like this thing because when service starts to, you know, not be as great, it really, the Copilot does not like to load. I just spent 15 minutes here waiting for it to load. It's just a pain in the butt. So really missing my GPS. But in terms of this is the hours of service. You guys can see, been off duty for one for 20 hours, another one for 24 hours. So pretty much I've been here for a while. this is your graph and stuff like that. Of course, nothing there. We have reviews. This is where you go serve by your logs and stuff like that. And the loads, I'd like to show you that for company's sake here, but up here we have DOT. This is where we actually see our clocks and whatnot. And this won't actually show, it's just this top part that will actually show when it comes to, actually driving. But we can look at this, look at our clocks. This is really easy. If you're running on rig cuts, this will show you exactly where you're going to get tomorrow, or in 2 days or whatever. So that is really nice. And up here is actually how we change our hours of service statuses here. So we have personal conveyance, on duty, driving, sleeper. So if we wanted to go into on duty and press this, this is where we can add activities. So we're fueling, unloading, all this stuff, we can do that. Personal conveyance, we can add this. Now when it comes to like additional events, we have exceptions. This is probably where it comes in. If we had like it wouldn't really be personal conveyance, but I think it'd be like along the lines of like if you had like weather or so like that, ended up running out of hours, and that's where it would show up. It's on my mind. I can't think of it right now. It's been a long day. I know what it is, but you guys probably would tell me. But moving on here. So when it comes to yard move, this will automatically pop up when you're on any land that is not like kind of owned or is public land. So if you're on like a yard or something like that, run around, look for your trailer, stuff like that, this will automatically go into yard move. You don't actually have to put this in by yourself, which is really nice. But the unfortunate thing is you cannot do it by yourself. So if it's not being cooperative with you, or I've had several occasions where it does not pop up all the time. It's really sucks. I wish it did, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's kind of the tablet here. Messages, I can show you guys that. DVIR, this is where we go and do our DVIRs for tractor and trailer. The history, no DVIRs, stuff like that. And driveways, this is what we use for like bypassing certain scales that have this. A lot of companies go with different ones, but this is kind of what we go with. I think it's similar as I think it's called like iPass or something like that. My mind is going blank right now. I do apologize, but yeah. But that's kind of what we use there for like skills and bypassing. Not every state supports it. Like, I don't think Georgia supports it. States that I'm in, I don't think it's supported. I think it's either Alabama or Louisiana. I can't recall. I don't think they go with that either. But I'm not really sure on that one. But it does tell you whether or not it's say on the side here, a little small prompt is say whether or not it's supported or not. It'd say either heads up or think it's like, you know, DriveWise supported or something like that, and it will tell you where not to bypass or whatnot. So that's kind of cool. But I just want to show you guys the Copilot here. From my understanding, this has gotten a lot better over the years when it came to this certain thing here. However, like I said, this thing, when there's no service, it is really slow loading up, so it's kind of the pain in the butt. Sometimes, you know, I've had incidents where this thing is supposed to be able to switch from day to night, to where, you know, it switched to like dark mode and stuff like that. But unfortunately, I've had situations where, you know, I had to pull over the side of the road because I'm driving, you know, when the sun goes down or at night, and this thing did not switch, and this thing will blind the living crap out of you. So, you know, it's kind of a pain in the butt, but, you know, when it does work, it is pretty well. You can find truck stops, gas stations. You can put in your own destinations like Walmart and stuff like that. You know, it's not specifically for a company, it's for you to be able to use. So, kind of how we, you know, go off of navigation and for macros and stuff like that. This is, you know, a system that's really easy. So this is where we kind of get all our loads here. So available, when there's new loads for us to set, it will go into here. New, I never really see anything that goes into here. It's usually just active. And of course we have our completed loads. This is all the loads that I have done so far. So don't mind this. This is where I picked up originally. This is White Rock and Fernandina Beach, Florida. I believe I'm saying that right. I went to White Rock, and oh my god, was that place terrible. It has, you know, one of those places with like a dirt road and stuff like that. That was really fun, let me tell you. You know, I get, you know, like all dirty and whatnot. Like I had mud that was like, you know, ankle deep and stuff like that, and it was not fun. Including, they're very specific on like safety and whatnot when it comes to like safety glasses and hard hat. They gave me those, but man, after wearing those safety glasses, obviously I have contact lenses, so after wearing those, man, that just gave me a gigantic headache. Like that really bothered me very much. You know, I get the point of it, but, you know, at the same time, I kind of already have protection because I am wearing contact lenses. You know, like when I was in school and whatnot, during high school and whatnot, you know, I was not really required to wear safety glasses when it came to that, because I wear contact lenses. So, you know, but it is what it is. But yeah, this is all the jobs that I have done here and whatnot. So I know this is not very much at all. Like I said, I've been sitting for the past week, so that's why. I know some of you are wondering about probably these two things here, which is those are very hard to read, but this is join team. So if you're in a team track, this is where you go and add, you know, a new member, or, you know, log in another driver or whatnot. Critical event is something that you really don't want to press. It asks you if you're okay, if you're sure you want to press this. This is where, if you're in trouble, this is kind of our panic button. So if we end up in trouble, you know, we end up being robbed, or, you know, something really bad happens, if you press this button, we're going to have a whole fleet of police officers headed our way. So that's very nice. This is the first that I've seen a company that has this. So, you know, that's very nice to have. So definitely not a button you want to press an accident. It won't ask you if you're sure, you know, if you actually want to press this or not. But you know, that is something that you only want to press for emergencies only. But you know, we do, you know, run some high value loads sometimes. I haven't gotten any yet, but you know, we do sometimes, so that is very important to have. So yeah, let me go ahead and flip you guys around here, and you know, we'll talk about some more things here. Alrighty guys, so I hoping this is a little bit okay for you guys. This might be probably really close for you guys. I do apologize, like I said, about the video quality. You know, it's not going to be much, but you know, at least it's something here. So when it comes to videos and whatnot, I do plan on making more, of course, as soon as I get most of my stuff here. It is planned, hopefully next week I can get something arranged for you guys here, to where, you know, you guys will start getting some more normal uploads here, especially when it comes to trucking things. I know some of you probably have been missing those, so you know, those are coming pretty soon. I will do my best to try to keep you guys updated. I have been mainly with you guys in the community section for YouTube. I have been putting in, you know, things, you know, like I put in, you know, kind of updates and stuff like that for you guys, as well as I've been doing that on Twitter now. So if you guys want to stay more updated, feel free to, you know, look over there and follow over there. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up here. Like I said, I'll keep you guys updated whenever I, you know, have a chance here. Here lately, when I've been, you know, trying to do video for you guys and I'm getting interrupted by something, or you know, have to cut the video kind of short. But you know, like I said, I will keep you guys updated about what's going on, and I will see you guys next time. Boy.